Hello again. Today I'm going to carry out a painting experiment. So I belong to a couple of Facebook flow acrylic painting groups, and the work that I see in there is just phenomenal, absolutely blows me away, and people are so generous with all of the information and things that they share. So something that I saw just a couple of days ago and has really made me excited was a swipe painting, which I've been really enjoying right now. But instead of using white, the lady used black and really bright primary colours under the black, and when it swiped over, the colours just shone through, and it was just the kind of contrast and the excitement, you know, the vibrancy that I really love with colour. So I want to give it a try. So she gave me some tips because I asked, and immediately it was like within minutes she came back and told me that what I needed was Mars black. So of course normally we swipe with a titanium white because titanium white is heavy, so it sinks down through the other colours. The other colours are lighter, they pop up to the top and create the cells and the contrast. But I didn't know that you could get the same kind of effect with black. So I've got two paints. These are the only blacks I can get here on the island, and I was really lucky. This is just a regular Americana lamp ebony black. And then the lady said what I needed was Mars black because it's made with an iron oxide and is therefore heavy. And it's hard to say because these two are obviously not comparable sizing or packaging. But I was so lucky that I actually got this Mars black. It was kind of expensive, but I was able to find one. So what I'm going to do is carry out a swiping experiment with some nice bright colours. In fact, I'm going to mix up lots of my colours because they're all nice and bright, and then I'm going to test it with the regular lamp black and then with the Mars black to see if I can get the swipe and the bright colours coming out through the black. So because it's of an experiment, rather than put it on any type of canvas, I've got a pack of these plastic sheet protectors from the dollar store, and I'm going to layer all my colours on here and then swipe over and see what happens. Oops, that was all rolling away. And if any of it looks any good, then I can save them and maybe use them as some kind of skin for use a mixed media project or something in the future. Or not, because I don't really know what I'll do with that yet. But anyway, so I'm going to start mixing up some of these paints. I've not mixed up a tube paint yet, so that will be an interesting experiment for me too, to see how much pouring medium and water I need to add to one of these to get it to the same kind of consistency as these art paints. So I won't bore you with that. I'm going to mix up all my paints and then come back. Wow, that surely was a big marathon mix-up session. I've mixed up 11 colours and the two blacks. And I've got my protector in place. I've just added it here with a little bit of tape so that when I swipe, hopefully it stays in the same position. Flatten it out because the table's a bit damp. Okay, so I thought what I would do is put four colours, and then use the Mars black and the lamp black on each, give them a swipe and see what happens. So, I don't know how much to add, but we'll give it a try. There's a bit of green, I might not have room to have four, maybe I should just have three. Let's see how it goes. So what I've done is I've mixed up a tablespoon of paint and then a half a tablespoon of the Floetrol as my pouring medium, and then around a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half of water to try and get the right consistency. I didn't want the paints too thick because obviously I'm not using a canvas or anything, just on the plastic, and I'm worried about swiping and making a big mess. So I think, have I got room for another? No, I'm just going to stick with the three colours. I'll put that purple to one side. So I've got my, what shall I do? L. I'm going to do these in alphabetical order each time so that I remember. Lamp black on the left, Mars black on the right. So let's give it a little bit here, and then I can swipe over. So I'll probably put both in place first. Give it a moment to settle. These blacks don't seem any different right now. Make sure I've got plenty, so I'm going to give it a good swipe. I'll put a bit more. I can always mix up some more black. We'll see how I go after this first one. Okay, so I've got my damp cloth at the ready. Let's zoom you in a little bit and we'll see what happens when we do these swipes. Okay, so this is the lamp black on the left, which may or may not work, and the Mars black, the heavier black with the iron oxide on the right hand side. So let's go with this one first of all. And with the Mars, and I may as well just swipe on these sides a little bit. And then let's see what happens. So immediately I'm seeing a slight difference. The Mars black is making a lot more cells a lot quicker. Can you see in the camera? Yeah, I think you can. So the colours here are coming through and the black is sinking a little bit more. On the left hand side, the green is coming through and there's only a few little bits of the red and the yellow. So here there's looking like already there's quite a big difference, especially this green. The green is obviously the lighter colour of the red, yellow and the green. It looks the green is a lot more coming through than the others. But on this side I'm also getting some red and yellow, whereas I'm not really getting much of it on this side. So I'm a little bit nervous to torch because my torch is kind of fierce and we are using plastic, but in the name of full experimentation I'm going to stand well back and give it a little blast. Ooh, not too much, I'll make my plastic melt. Okay, so torching has brought out some more. On this side here I've got just a few small little cells. The green is still the largest, and on this side I was able to get more of the red and the yellow come through. So already it's looking, if we're going to carry on with this same experiment, that the Mars black is going to work. And the lamp black is going to have much more of a limited effect because there's not that much difference in the specific gravities between the lamp black and the regular colours, in the same way that there are with the Mars black, the much heavier iron oxide black and the colours. So I think if I zoom in we can take a look at this one and then I'll move it off to one side. So there we are, that's just a quick look at those colours, and now I'm going to try with 3 more different ones. So here we go again. This time I've set up a metallic silver, a nice bright pink magenta and a cobalt blue. So let's see what happens with these colours. Again I've got the regular lamp black on the left and the Mars black on the right. So let's give them a swipe. Okay, so this time I'm getting pretty much the same results. Got a lot more colour again coming through on the lamp black, the heavier paint. On this one, pretty much the same as I had with the first colours. There's quite a lot of blue coming through, so the blue is obviously a bit similar to the green. It's a bit lighter in colour, but these other ones, the silver and the pink, not much happening. But on this side I'm getting a lot more of the different coloured cells coming through. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Get a closer look. And now let's see if we can blast them a bit with a torch and see what difference that makes. So it made some difference over here. The blue that was already coming through has come through a bit more. Over here I don't think it made that much difference. But again we can see that the lamp black is not so good for the black swipe as the Mars black. So I'm going to set up 3 more colours and let's see what happens again. So I'm set up with 3 more colours. I've got my yellow ochre, then a nice bright blue, I think this is the ultramarine blue, and a metallic gold on the left. So here we go again. On the left is the lamp black, on the right is the Mars black. So swipe again. Okay, and again, probably by now, no surprise, I'm getting similar results to what I had last time. This is the lamp black, and we've got some small areas of colour coming through, but we've got a lot more coming through here on the Mars black. This is the yellow. That contrast with the blue and the black looks really nice there. And this one is the black and the gold, and I'm loving that. That looks really good. I imagine if I just did a painting with black and gold, wow, that's really gonna sing. So again, no surprise, I think we can see what's happening. I'm going to give them a little torch and see if we can make any more happen. So torching with the lamp black does make a difference. You do get more very tiny cells through, but it still looks nothing like the one that you're getting with the Mars black over here, which looks really nice. So I've just got 2 colours left, and we'll give those a try. So here we are with my 2 final colours. I've got a nice bright orange and a very regal purple together. Those look very nice together. So let's see what happens. Probably at this point, I'm not expecting any surprises, but I do know that the orange tends to be my lightest colour, and whenever I do a pour, it dominates and comes through to the top. So we'll see if that works really nicely with the lamp black, or what's going to happen. Let's give each one a swipe and see. Okay, so as I expected, I'm getting a lot more action with the orange paint this time because it is my lightest colour. Don't see very much happening here with the purple, but on this side, wow, that orange is really reacting because I know it's much lighter. So that's definitely coming through a lot, and the purple's looking really nice too. Actually, that orange, black and purple looks really good for Halloween. Those are really Halloween-y type colours. Let's zoom in and take just a closer look. Okay, so I'm going to give it a little torching and see what happens. You have to be a bit careful with that because obviously it is only on plastic. We don't want everything to shrivel up. And again, I think you can pretty much see that the results of all of these tests are pretty conclusive. You can get an effect with the regular lamp black paint, but it's nowhere near what you would get if you're using the Mars black, which is the much heavier one, equivalent to like using the titanium white, the heavier paint. So I'm going to leave all of these to set up now and to just continue on moving and doing anything that they want to, and then we'll come back and we'll take some close-up shots at the end and see what the final results are. But I don't think we're going to get any surprises. So all of the little test patches are dry now, and yes, there weren't really any differences after they dried. We take a look. This is our Mars black here. You can see the green, the red and the yellow compared to the lamp black, where there's some green. It's obviously a lighter colour but not very much otherwise. And then here, this is the silver, pink and blue. This is with the regular lamp black, so even here the blue came through pretty well. So the blue I can see is obviously a lighter colour. And then here, this is with the Mars black, the silver, the pink and the blue. And then up to this little patch you see here, lamp black again and Mars black. This time is with another blue. This is the yellow ochre and this is the gold. And this one came out really nice. The yellow ochre and the gold both look really good against the black, and I was thinking if I did some kind of painting, I only have a little bit of this gold left and it's really expensive. I can only get it in the little craft paints. So I thought maybe if I did something in black and did mostly with the yellow and then overlaid with some gold, it could look really nice, quite sophisticated. So I'm going to give that a little go, but we'll see how it turns out. It maybe have to be just a little canvas. And then here we are, last are swipes with the orange and the purple. And again, the orange is a very light colour. It's my lightest, I think, so it came through on the lamp black. But here you can see it's come through a lot more on the Mars black. The purple, although it's come through, is too dark, you can't really see it. So this has given me a really good idea of if I wanted to do a swipe with the black colours, which ones are going to work the best, and that it definitely really has to be the Mars black. It's not going to work at all with the lamp black. So those are the results of my experiment, and thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you'll see some kind of black swipe from me in the future.